Welcome back to Vegas Live with me on another exciting day at the Peppermill Lounge, obviously in Las Vegas. And I always forget because my producer says to me, Nina, ask everybody to subscribe. So I'm doing it at the very beginning in case I forget at the end. So here we go. I've got Bruce Feher back again. I had him on a couple of weeks ago, but since he's running for city council, I believe in some. Hi, Bruce, how are you?
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. You're running in where? Summerlin, right?
Summerlin, Ward 2. Yes, ma'am.
Summerlin, Ward 2, obviously Las Vegas. How's it going?
It's been an adventure.
Well, I would think anything
uh,
connected with politics is an adventure.
Well, I like to think of it as a positive adventure. As you know, I've never held a political office before. I'm new at this.
So you've never been in politics before?
No.
So you've always been behind the scenes of...
Yes, and one of the really great things, win, lose, or draw, is I get to meet people like you, some of your guests, a number of people in the community, from the high
to the
low, and
because we're all the same, you know.
Well, yes.
Just because we've got this money bracket, because it's all connected with money as to how you dress, how you speak, what you do, education, the whole bit. It's all connected with money, right?
Yes, it does.
Unfortunately, and sometimes the brain.
I like to think that all of us equally deserve to have a safe, clean community to live in. And that is one of the cornerstone issues of my campaign.
Funny you should talk about that, because I was driving the other day and I was thinking to myself, if everybody in the entire world, but let's just talk about Vegas, if everybody in Vegas kind of saw paper or saw something and they picked it up or they did something, even in their own community, can you imagine how clean the city would be? So we do it. We actually make it. People actually make it dirty and untidy.
Oh, absolutely. I grew up in New York City, and
that used to be a mess.
Tell me about it.
And then Giuliani came along, and he cleaned it up.
Well, I lived there before
Rudy. Him,
but trash all over the place, dog poop.
People
all over
do it. This is
exactly.
the strangest thing. People actually make this mess, and then they complain there's a mess.
Unfortunately, I agree with you. The Summerlin, the city does a very good job on staying on top of things.
It's very clean up there.
Most of the neighbors are neat and tidy.
Yes.
There's a homeowners association, which sometimes is annoying, but overall they keep it very nice.
Well, there's a big thing about the homeowners organization. I won't go into that, but they scam people tremendously in Vegas. What they do with the homeowners, there's one homeowners place I know, and the reason I know it because I'm getting involved in it, that they're charging $196 for homeowners association. The places aren't worth that much. I mean, so it's like they're ludicrous.
It's
strange.
like anything else, there's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah. And it is, unfortunately.
There are, unfortunately, again, so many scam artists. As I told you on my last visit, I'm a former private investigator. And
I better be careful. I better behave myself.
Oh, I already have the dossier.
Have you already got a? He's already checked me out.
Very boring. She's very boring.
Very boring.
Very
I have
boring.
nothing to say. I've done nothing, and I'm like.
But the majority of the people that I've come in contact in my 70-plus years. As an employee at the world's largest store, Macy's. When I was a youngster, I worked at Kennedy Airport. I processed thousands of people. Overall, I'm very pleased with the human race.
But never mind the human race, because we're all human, that's it. What about yourself? Are you pleased with yourself and how you've kind of gone through life and what you've achieved and what you've done,
For-
and now you're ending up in politics.
For the most part, yes. Have I made mistakes?
Oh, we all do.
Have I done things that
You wish you hadn't done?
that I wish I hadn't done? Yes, but overall, I'm very comfortable in my skin.
You're good.
I believe I have. I don't have a self-esteem problem, right? I also don't believe that I have an ego problem. I don't need to be constantly puffed up all the
Yeah,
time.
I know some people are like that, and that's
It's when you deal with the number of people that I've dealt with over my lifetime, a lot of it in unpleasant circumstances. Not
Because
for
you-
me. Not
because
for
you
not
were a
for me.
detective.
Yeah.
private
Yes.
eye. Excuse me,
Yes,
private eye.
And-
Private eye. Clarify my verbiage there.
But other people make mistakes and they screw up. I mean, there's a couple of stinkers out there that want to take advantage of us, and you just have to be on the lookout for them.
Well, that's
What-
just human nature. It's just,
One of the things we used to counsel, especially wealthier females, when they would be going out with new gentlemen friends, spend a couple of bucks and do a background check on them. Let's see what's
it's
let's
funny
see what's
you
there.
should say that, but I was going to do a background check on me. I've never ever done a background check on anybody, because if I can't trust them, seeing them in front of me, then I have a problem.
Well, you have a sense about you. You are a people person.
You're definitely a people person, and I actually like majority of people. There's very few people I don't like.
Oh,
I
it's-
kind of like everybody.
Even the people I don't like, I kind of like.
Well, even one of the people I don't like, I figured out this answer. The people that maybe don't like me and I don't get on with them, well, they don't get on with me. That doesn't mean to say that's a bad person. It doesn't mean to say I'm a bad person. We just don't get on. That's
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
With different personalities. What have you found going through this sort of process of trying to win your race?
Yes.
What have you found the most hardest thing to do, or to try to sort of get through to people to vote for you?
Well, the hardest thing, we'll take one at a time, is
Okay.
raising money.
Raising money. Well, that's hard for anybody. Okay.
Raising money.
Yes.
I'm somewhat disappointed in a few of my personal contacts over the years, people I've kept out of jail, right? People who I testified for where they could get workers' compensation, not even a $5 bill. Come on,
but
guys.
Well,
you know?
wait a second. Maybe they put on the feeling that they have money, and maybe they don't.
Well, there's
So-
a lot of that, yes.
Do you see? So I always sort of, and I'm not making an excuse, but I'm kind of rationalizing. I always give everybody the benefit of the choice.
You know,
So
my
maybe they-
campaign, or we've limited it, the maximum donation to $500.
Oh, $500. Oh, that's
The-
a lot.
The legal maximum is $5,000, and several of my opponents have gotten that $5,000.
Okay, now I've got another question, a hypothetical question. What makes you think that people would give you money to run for the position you're running for? Obviously, knowing you, what makes you think that they will give you money for that? It's just
Well, they know my character, and I don't expect it. Most of the campaign is funded by myself and my wife.
okay.
Right? Several friends, some business associates have been very kind.
They've been good,
Uh,
but it's hard though.
No, it is hard, and I don't like donating to politicians, so I really can't blame
So
a lot
you
of them.
can't really sort of
It's
throw stones in a glass house.
it's. And the other thing that concerns me: suppose you're running for an office, and I come up to you and I hand you a check for $5,000, the maximum
I'm running
allowed.
today. As of 5 seconds from now, I'm running.
Doesn't a little switch go off in the back of your head saying, this person is giving me $5,000? Are they going to come knocking on my door in a week or a year or a month, right, for a special favor?
Oh,
I'm
I
not-
would never think that way. You see, this is the thing. I don't even think
That's
that
why
way.
you're not a politician.
I don't think that way ever at anything. If I give somebody something, I give it to them.
Yes.
I would never ever expect, and I do a lot for a lot of people out
You-
there. I do a
that's
tremendous
because
amount.
you are a compassionate, nice person.
Yeah, I would never. I don't expect anything. And if I get something, like last time he was on, he brought me a box of chocolates, and it was so sweet. And to me, that was like a whole world. That could have been $1 million to me.
I have another gift for you.
See?
Right?
Glad I mentioned that, because
This is bound to be a collector's item.
Oh, look!
It's one of our T-shirts.
Where can do better? Elect Bruce Feher, City Council, Ward 2.
It's I remember you saying the last time that
How does that look? Just
you
imagine
look
me
great in
sitting
green.
there. Do I look good in green?
You look good. Yes. I remember you saying how you were fearful that you would scare your neighbors when you would go out and bring your trash cans in, and I figured if you would
Well, if I wear that, I'll really scare them.
serve them right. Serve them right.
And anybody who's scared of this, believe me. I think you're a wonderful man. I know you want to bring up this track B, but we're actually running out of time.
Okay.
So this track B is track B exchange, and it's actually for people that shoot up all the time. And
Well, it's to try to help them, counsel them.
To help them and counsel them. And it's like, it's not passing the needle, it's giving the needle back to the health department or something, or
having
the
it
doctor, or disposed of, or get rid of it,
disposed of.
and then they can get a new one,
They
rather than passing the same needle around where you can all catch things.
They offer counseling, they offer help, they offer HIV testing and
Yes.
things like that. They're very nice people, and that's one of the positives of the campaign. I met them. I met several other nice people too.
Isn't that wonderful? So how can they vote for you and get to you?
Well, early election starts May 25th, and election day, the official election day, is June 11th. If you go to my website, feherlv.com, it will list the polling places, or you could also go to the city or county websites, and they also list the polling places and the hours.
It's been wonderful. Well, we wish him all the best, and it's not long. When is it? In June or something?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So I wish you all the best, Bruce.
Thank you.
So you and your wife. His wife is actually backing him as well. Well, she's doing this in years, I think. She's helped.
Well, sometimes
how
not, but
Don't forget this is on recording. This is that's going to be out there, so be careful. She's a wonderful woman. Okay,
Yes.
I haven't met her. But
And-
she has to be a great lady.
and she's Sicilian. So for 37 years, I've been sleeping with one eye open.
Yes, and you better behave yourself.
Oh, I
'cause
do, believe
I
it.
was married to an Italian as well, and I had my eye open, and he had his eye open. We would wink at each other. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon. It was lovely.